Is it completely and utterly crazy to spend between $1,000 and $1,500 a night for an Explorer suite on board a Viking Ocean cruise ship? If you're new here, welcome aboard. I'm Gary Bembridge, and my goal is to help you make it fun and easy to discover, plan, and have unforgettable cruise vacations. Now, to have an unforgettable vacation in a cruise suite, there are 7 things that every suite has to tick in my book to make it a great suite. So I'm going to take a look at how this Explorer suite on Viking Venus hits those 7 must-haves. There's a couple of disappointments to come and some highlights, so stick around. Every cruise suite needs a good seating area. On an Explorer suite, you have actually a combined open area which has a seating area and a dining area. More on that later. The seating area is pretty good. It's a good sized area. You have a sofa, you've got a couple of occasional chairs, a really big coffee table which has various magazines, books and that kind of stuff on. Big interactive television there, which is pretty much like most cruise ships. You're able to look at things like your onboard account, excursions, talks that have happened in the theatre. You can actually watch live events that are on in the theatre there, the map of where you're sailing to, and so on. The choice of movies was okay. I tend to bring my own anyway. I download the most current ones off Netflix. It was an okay range of movies, not particularly incredible. The second key area in a suite is a dining area of some kind. Now, here in the Explorer suite, it's a pretty big area. There's this big table here, which has a rather nice mottled kind of glass effect here, and seating for 4 people. To be honest with you, I used it once, and that's all. I ordered some room service breakfast because I felt I kind of had to use this table. So it does take up a lot of space. It looks pretty good, but of course the question is, do you really need a dining table? But certainly it's always a key part of a suite, the ability to dine, and this is a pretty good one. You also have a table here which has a mini bar. It has where you have things like your Vox system, a coffee machine, which is actually great, really nice coffee as well. And those are one of the little touches you have. The mini bar, which is also in here, is pretty good, and there you have drinks, both alcoholic and soft drinks to your choice, replenished daily. The minibar also had some rather nice snacks, a couple of Toblerones and these rather nice snacks, which I got a bit addicted to. The great thing is they're refreshed every day, and there's no charge for that. It's included in the fare. One other big difference to other cruise lines is when it comes to the plugs. So normally when I recommend people go on a cruise ship, I say take lots of 2-pin US style plugs. However, on the Viking ships, it's slightly different. You need much more of the European round plug adapters. Lots of USB charge points as well here, and you'll see later in the bedroom as well. There is though one disappointment in this lounge dining area, and that's behind the curtains. Because if you open the curtains, there's an amazing balcony which overlooks the bow of the ship. However, you can't get out there. It's a fake balcony. You can't get out. However, it's not a total disaster because behind this curtain is a protected balcony which has some amazing lounges and stuff. It really is very, very nice. So even though it's actually a really windy day, it's completely protected, and you can sit out here even in sunny weather, in rainy weather, in windy weather, and it's a great really space to relax. So that's a big tick as well. But pity about those other balconies because they do look really inviting. The third area that a suite should have is normally some kind of walk-in dressing area type of thing. Now this is a pretty good one. You've got hanging space down here, although not a huge amount of hanging space. It was just me on this particular trip and I took it all up myself. Then you have loads and loads of drawers. You have a really big safe here, really good sized safe where you can fit huge laptops or big jewel boxes or whatever you happen to bring with you. But as I said, loads and loads of space. You also then have here a rather nice little dressing table area. So as you can see, it's a pretty nice dressing table area, really big drawer there, magnifying mirror for your makeup or whatever you need to do. So that's pretty good. That then leads into the bedroom. The bedroom is great. It's a really big size. You've got effectively a big king bed, which of course is 2 single beds that you can split and have it as a twin room. And again, you've got a really big television over there as well. There is one slight downside though to this room, which is it looks out onto a fantastic balcony over there. However, you cannot get out on the balcony. So the same as in the dining lounge area, that is a kind of a fake balcony. It's rather tempting. You get a great view out over the bow of the ship, but you can't go out there. So that's a bit disappointing. So the next key feature of a suite is the bathroom, and bathrooms on suites should be a bit of a wow factor. And this certainly does not disappoint. Let's go take a look at the bathroom and see why it's something special. So probably a little bit echoey in here, but the bathroom is a really, really great size and it's divided into two areas. So you have the twin basins here with big mirror behind me, as you can see over there. The toilet, of course, heated towel rails, heated floor. But what's really fantastic is you then head into a wet room, and in the wet room you have a shower, which is great, with a little space to sit down if you want to shower when you're sitting down. There's a great looking bath there. Of course, many people don't like baths. Me, I do, at least once during a cruise, like to soak in some bubbles, so perhaps that's something I did on this particular cruise. So just to give you a sense of just how big this room is, this is me, I mean, completely stretched out, so it's a massive big room. So definitely, the bathroom does definitely have a really big wow factor. So a big tick for that one. The other thing I also liked is the toiletries, which are brand name toiletries, which you'll normally find in a suite. It's not a brand I know of, it's called Freya. But what I really liked about it is the writing is huge on it. Body wash, shampoo, conditioner, that kind of stuff. The problem I normally have with branded toiletries is it's all very sophisticated and tiny. You can't really see what it is. But of course, when one gets to an age, it's really good to have those big, bold lettering for the products. There is one slightly strange thing in the bathroom, and this is this magnifying mirror here. I'm 6'2", and it's just, I can just see in it when I was shaving, for example. So certainly if you're any shorter than 6'2", this is no good to you. There is one, however, in the dressing area that you could use and actually move in here, but slightly strange that was put so high up. Now the other area when it comes to suites is perks and bonuses and all that kind of stuff. Now on many cruise lines, when you're traveling in a suite, you'll have things like you'll have a butler, which Viking don't have. You might have a very special restaurant for suite guests. Viking don't have that, but you do have the various included specialty restaurants which you can dine at pretty much as you like if you pre-plan. But they don't have many of those other features that you do have for suite only guests. So the real thing, it's about the cabin itself, it's about the suite itself, and it's not just about all the perks and bonuses that go with it. You do get quicker access and earlier access to things like ability to book excursions, to book those specialty restaurants, but it's very much about the cabin, or should I say the suite. Are there any things that I would change about the suite? Well, actually, there was very little that I would change about the suite. The only one thing that I think would be fantastic is in the bedroom is that they had full blackout blinds. They have very beautiful curtains, but they're not total blackout. So particularly if you're doing something like traveling right up to the north, to the Norwegian fjords, bringing eye shades would be a good idea. But other than that, I was very comfortable with the suite and I enjoyed all the bits and pieces that it had. Was it worth the money to stay in the suite? It was a magnificent suite. It was extremely comfortable. And I was actually on a cruise which had mostly sea days. It was one of the return to cruises. So I only had 2 ports in 7 days. So having the suite to retire to retreat to was actually pretty fantastic because we were sailing where there wasn't incredible weather all the time. So from that perspective, as an experience, it was definitely worth it. Of course, the big question is, will I do it again? Will I book an Explorer suite again? I'm not sure that I will be raiding the piggy bank again because looking at some of the other cabins, they are absolutely magnificent too. But it was a fantastic experience. So certainly I was doing it as a special occasion. If you've got a special occasion and you have a big piggy bank to raid, definitely give an Explorer suite a try. I really, really enjoyed my experience here. If you want to find more about Viking, why don't you watch this playlist that I put together here, including one of the most important things that Viking does different to other cruise lines. So click on that and I'll see you over there.